name is Leon Rogers, stand-up comic, radio personality, TV personality, and part-time DJ. I first started comedy on the Dare. My last days in the military at Fort Sill, Oklahoma, I can never forget. We went to go see Michael Coyer performed at this place called Night Tracks on Cash Road in Lawton, Oklahoma. And just seeing him do that, I was like, man, that's so dope how he controlled the crowd with just his voice, no music or nothing. And all my friends was like, man, Clever, you should do that. Blase, blase. I was like, yeah, I should. And I always remember meeting Michael Coyer after the show and saying, hey, man, I want to do what you do. And he was like, he said, this was exact words, fuck you telling me for? Go ahead and do it. And like, it wasn't in a mean way. He was just like, go make it happen. And when I came home from the military, I started going to open mics. I knew I was built for the comedy game when I won the Miller Genuine Draft Comedy Search in 2001 at Navy Pier Skyline Theater. It was a close contest between me and my good friend Wildcat. Shout out to Wildcat. But I brought it home and I was like, all right, it's time to get to work. It's time to do it. I have been doing comedy for a while, since 1996. So that 5 years, putting in all that work, it paid off. And I was like, all right, let's go. And then I had a joke that to this day, I only do it here in the city. The joke was called Lower the Drawbridge. And it was about my fascination with medieval movies and period timepiece movies like shoguns and samurais. Like, I'm really into all that in medieval characters. And I said, but my homies ain't. So how could I bring them into that world? So I took the Chicago street gangs and made like a medieval movie and talked it out. And shout out to DJ Dollar Bill. He used to lay the music soundtrack to it. And it was crazy. That joke, like to this day, OGs and cats that, yo, man, you got to do Lower the Drawbridge. I was like, yeah, man, that joke is like 25, 30 years old. I don't care, man. Do it on BD. I'm going to steal on you. All right, I'm going to do the joke. Some of my comedic influences were, man, where can I start? Red Fox from back in the day. Of course, Eddie Murphy. Tony Schofield, one of the best writers I know. George Wilborn, one of the most dynamic performers I know, commanding stage. And then just for work ethic, funny, combining all those, Damon Williams, guys like Corey Holcomb, guys like Marcus Combs, rest in peace, who I started with, D. Ray Davis, Lil Rel. There's so many people in the Chicago comedy game. Robin Harris, of course, the great Bernie Mac, James Hanna. There's so many people in Chicago that you can look to. Flame Monroe, who is absolutely hilarious. If you don't know who Flame Monroe is, there's so many people to name who I look and see and grab inspiration from. Chicago comedy on the whole is if not the best, one of the best scenes in the country. My advice for up and coming comics, for the ones that'll listen, work on your craft, man. Work on your craft and then work on the business of the craft. So many people are so quick to get on, and so many people want to take the first check that comes their way that they forget about the small things like handling your business. And then when you wonder why this promoter stiffing you or that promoter stiffing you, because you're not handling your business. First of all, you know what I'm saying? You don't do no show until you get paid. Like, why would you go out on stage, do a show, and you haven't gotten your money yet? Can you eat French fries from McDonald's without paying them? Same difference. But for the new comics, man, absorb, listen, and apply to what you already know. Don't come into the game think you know everything, because trust me, the worst thing you want to do is be that guy or that chick that knows it all and acts like they're above everybody else, maybe because your IG is hot. That don't mean you hot on stage, though. You still got to come stand with that mic in front of people and move the crowd. What does it mean to me to be beautifully black? Trying to match my father's legacy. I could never be him, but I could put my shoes right next to him as far as life goes and accomplishments. That's what being beautifully black to me is, because let's face it, a lot of young men in our society, they don't have dads, and I was blessed to have mine. So in closing, when I'm the age I am now, I see young guys who maybe need a big brother figure or a father figure. I'm always going to be there for them to talk to them and help keep pushing that message forward. I'm Leon Rogers, and I'm beautifully black.